Hey there, guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about a pretty tough topic: mother cats eating their own kittens. It's definitely not the most pleasant subject, but it's important to talk about and understand why it happens. I began over the reason behind this behavior and discussing ways we can prevent it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Jonathan George Valeria, and I'm so excited to be chatting with you today about how we can use the English language to explore the world and get new perspectives. Whether you're a native speaker or still learning English, I think you'll find our videos both fascinating and eye-opening. So let's dive into today's topic. As I mentioned, mother cats eating their own kittens can be a pretty disturbing thing to think about. However, it's actually not that uncommon in the animal animal world. In these videos, we talk about why this behavior happens and what we can do to prevent it. So let's talk about mother cats eating their own kittens. It basically sounds really disturbing, but it's actually a pretty common behavior in the animal kingdom. Some animals like cats, hamsters, and rats have this instinctive behavior of cooling their young to make sure that their strongest offspring have the best chance of survival. It's something that we humans might not understand, but it's a natural behavior for these animals. There are a few reasons why a mother cat might eat her own kittens. One reason could be that the kittens have some health problems that make them weaker and less likely to survive. In these cases, the mother cat might quickly remove their weaker kittens to focus on the strongest ones. Another reason could be that the mother cat is stressed out because she doesn't have enough resources like food or space. This stress can lead to her killing her young. It's important to know that some cat breeds might be more prone to this behavior than the others. As a cat owner, you should keep a close eye on your cat and her kittens after they're born. Make sure the mother cat has plenty of food and water and a comfortable and secure place to rest with her kittens. If you notice any signs of aggression or distress towards the kittens, contact your veterinarian immediately. Sometimes the mother cat might need medication or other forms of intervention to stop her from harming her young. Taking care of a mother cat and her kittens requires a lot of attention and effort, but it's important to ensure their safety and well-being. It's interesting to know that while some wild animals may kill their young, there are also many examples of wild animals that will never harm their offspring. For example, tigers, which are known for their ferocity, will never harm their cubs and will fiercely protect them from predators. Similarly, many species of primates, such as chimpanzees and gorillas, are known to be very caring and protective of their young. However, it's also important to know that these animals have much longer gestation periods of and invest a lot of more resources into their offspring than cats do. On the other hand, it's still somewhat of a mystery why mother cats will sometimes eat their own kittens. Unlike many other animals, cats have relatively short gestation periods and don't invest as much in their young. Some experts speculate that this behavior may have evolved as a way to eliminate sickly and weak kittens that may not survive anyway, thereby increasing the overall chance of survival for the litter. However, there is still much we don't know about this behavior, and further research is needed to fully understand why it occurs. In conclusion, while the topic of mother cats eating their own kittens may be difficult to discuss, it's important to understand why it happens and what can be done to prevent it. As responsible cat owners, it's our important responsibility to provide the best possible care for our furry friends by providing adequate resources and carefully monitoring our cats. We can help prevent this behavior from occurring. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Jonathan John Valeria's Watch Emporium. If you found our conversation about mother cats eating their own kittens thought provoking, don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoy these videos, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for even more insightful content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our latest episodes, to share our channel with your friends and family members to help spread the word. We dedicated to creating informative and engaging videos that can help you improve your English skills and broaden your horizons. Stay tuned for more.